arpeggio. Speaking the word adds a touch of class to your vocabulary. Executing one on guitar adds a touch of class to your playing. Now, what is an arpeggio? An arpeggio is simply a chord played one note at a time, either ascending or descending. A really common one is just kind of like a... I mean, that's all well and good. I think that's kind of a boring arpeggio. I personally think arpeggios are one of the best ways to learn the guitar neck, both horizontally and vertically, and I'll kind of show you how to do that right now. So we're going to start in one spot, and this is going to be the 5th fret on the E string. And the key to really using arpeggios well is to use them with a scale. For instance, like the major scale. So, if we just break these down into the notes, this is the A major scale, by the way. The notes don't even matter, these are more shapes. So here are the notes again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can kind of see, all of them right there. So if we were to play an A major arpeggio, an A major chord, sounds like that. If we were to break that down into the notes and make up the chord, we'd have the 1st, 3rd, and 5th notes of this scale. So 1, 3, 5. Okay, so one more time. 1, 3, 5. Now you can just kind of repeat them. And that's a representation of an A major chord. 1, 3, 5. Now we can add the octave 1, 3, 5, 8. And we can really do that same shape where I'm just kind of going down a string and back a fret and then down 3 frets to this note, because this is an octave, so this is still an A, so that same shape applies. So the first arpeggio is here, and the second one is here. And then eventually you can kind of combine them together. And then finish it right there. So it's kind of 3 octaves full of an arpeggio. And that's just one shape, and that's an A. You can usually do, you know, 1 fret up here. You can keep moving them down. And the shapes just move with each other. So that's just a major arpeggio that you can use on any chord that's rooted here. And you can see these arpeggiated shapes all over the guitar. Remember, it's just 1, 3, 5. 1 again, which is really an A, but it's the same thing. We can do the same thing with a minor scale. So we're going to stay in the key of A, and we're going to go to the 2nd fret here, which is an F sharp. So if we're going to turn this note into a chord in the key of A, it would actually be F sharp minor, which sometimes that, you know, bar chords are a little more difficult to play. That can be a tough chord to play. So you always have the option of replacing a chord with an arpeggio. So now we would apply the minor scale to this chord, which that's the F sharp minor scale, okay? Now the same rules apply. We need the 1st, 3rd, and 5th notes of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you need the 1st note, the 3rd note, and the 5th note. So this is a minor arpeggio, which is essentially the breakdown to Don't Fear the Reaper. But here's the difference. So major arpeggio, minor arpeggio, A major, F sharp minor. And just like we did a 2 octave major arpeggio kind of climb, we can do the same thing here. 1, 3, 5, and repeat that shape starting here on the octave. 1, 3, 5, and if we wanted to add another F sharp. So 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. And then I'm going to do shapes. Root note. Down 3 frets. Diagonal 1. Down a string. Down 3 frets. Diagonal 1. And then close it there. So you can kind of add these after a chord too if you wanted to maybe spice up like the sound of a chord. Like here's like an A major. F sharp minor. You can kind of just do little tricks like that. Now that's going left to right. We can do the same thing. 1, like if you do the major scale all the way across the strings, which is a really good thing to learn. So the full A major scale in this position would be Okay, so we have the option to kind of do a 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. So that's the same thing as doing 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, but we're doing it in a way where we don't have to move our hand. And now I'm actually going to introduce a different chord here, an A major 7. All we're going to do is add the 7th note in the A major scale to the 1st, 3rd, and 5th notes that we already have in the arpeggio. So we already have 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to add the 7th note of the A major scale to make an A major 7 arpeggio. And then let's do another octave of that. So it's really actually easy on the major scale because we just do the first one, 1, 3, 5, 7. Here's the second one. Now we just staircase up. When I say staircase, you can kind of see how it's just, you start on the D string, and then you go down a string back and fret. And then if you wanted to close it, the octave would be, there's the A. So a 2-octave A major arpeggio would be 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, 1. And then you can kind of go backwards. And you can even play all these together and make an A major 7 chord. Same deal with like the F sharp minor. 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the 7th note of that F sharp minor scale, so we can make this an F sharp minor 7 chord. Or to arpeggiate that, we're just going to go 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, or 1 again. And now since these are in the same key, we can string them together. So we can start. And again, these shapes, just because this is the key of A, doesn't mean it has to stay that way. We can use them anywhere. It's just a major 7 arpeggio, a minor 7 arpeggio. We could easily do like B minor here, like 1, 3, 5, 7, or B major. And it all comes to just having a basic understanding of how chords are built, knowing a scale well enough where you can kind of see these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same thing with the minor scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And keep going on and on and on. And just until you have a working knowledge of both the numbers in the scale, you can even kind of create your own arpeggios. They don't always even have to be in the same scale. You could add like a flat kind of 5 on, say. And then you can just get creative. Once you just know the scales really well, major and minor are always the best for you to start with. You can get kind of crazy and then just alter those scales after that. But really just kind of keep in mind the numbers behind the chords you're playing and just apply that all over the neck. And then eventually you'll probably be surprised at how fast you can really master the entire neck all the way down. Arpeggios. Stay classy.